historian is a revisionist and a liar. Over 114,000 black Confederate soldiers
Any
died
surviving
defending
units?
their homes.
We need more time to rig the charges on the droid factory. You've got to push those tankers back.
Okay, well, everything about that is wrong, but it is true that tens of thousands of black men did accompany Confederate
You can
armies
count on
and
us.
supported their war effort. It's just that, say it, the majority of
Those ships will restart the droid foundries if we let them. Retake the comms post and call for help. It wouldn't hurt to check the vehicle depot.
Or
Something had
brought
to
by their
survive.
wealthy owners in war to carry out menial tasks in camp, like cooking, cleaning clothes, or transporting supplies and provisions. A few free black men enlisted in the Confederate Army as cooks, teamsters, and musicians, but they were certainly not soldiers.
Inside vehicle monitoring.
That distinction abundantly clear.
Contact the Republic.
After all,
Do whatever you
most
have
of
to
the
do.
war,
Tell
it
them
was
we need
forbidden
help.
by Confederate
Now!
laws for black men to serve.
On the way to get that ATTE up and running.
Confederate Congress that banned slaves from supply issues were promised, and the questions were needed for
Communications terminal damaged but functional.
Despite the eagerness of the black soldiers, a decision had to be made.
Really hope the admirals can spare
The
some
black
support.
soldiers decided to aid the white soldiers in the camps, serving as clerks, cooks, mending clothing, as well as caring for the wounded and sick. You're just
Yes.
making shit up.
Acclimated class starship.
Yeah, you got
Sending
me.
coordinates.
Hey, still, as a New Orleans, no better. Here's a photograph of the first animated guard. Original
Republic
black
forces.
Confederates
Need
who
reinforcements
volunteered
ASAP.
to serve in New Orleans
Affirmative,
in the
ground
spring
team.
of
Reinforcements en route.
1861. That's not
All
the
right,
first Louisiana
next stop,
Native Guard.
vehicle
That's
staging
the
area.
25th Regiment of United States Colored Troops in a photograph taken in Philadelphia. That image, by the way, was subsequently used as a recruitment poster to try to encourage Northern blacks to enlist in the Union Army. But you are right. The 1st Louisiana Native Guard was an all-black militia unit in Confederate New Orleans. But they're the exception that proves the rule. As I've said repeatedly in my many videos about New Orleans history, race relations were different in the South. During slavery, we had a large and unusually prosperous population of people of color, many of whom were of mixed race and had family ties to local white aristocrats. And lots of them also owned slaves. Yes, exactly. So we really shouldn't be terribly surprised that they volunteered their services to the Confederacy. Besides, there was a precedent here. Three black militias had fought alongside anti-Jackson. Despite all that, the state still stymied their efforts to serve in a combat role. Louisiana law limited membership in the militia to 3 white males capable of bearing arms. And all the 1st Louisiana did was go out on parade at the time.
Bringing the Walker
And those
systems back
surviving the New
online.
Orleans parade can often make you feel like this unit never saw anything. They were quickly disbanded by the state government, only to be reformed in 1862 when the United States Navy went into New Orleans. But after Confederate General Mansfield Lovell abandoned the city,
Running the Walker startup
gave up
sequence.
without a fight. Interestingly, those same men then offered their services to Benjamin Butler, the military governor of the occupied New Orleans.
Trouble with the
As
tank's
Butler's
terrain
biographer
sensors.
James
1 second.
Hartman explained,
General Butler called on Africa, not upon the slaves, but upon the free colored men of the city, whom General Jackson had enrolled in 1814. He sent for several of the most influential of his class, and conversed
That's
freely
more
with
like
them
it.
upon this project.
Finally, a little
He asked them why they
firepower.
had accepted service under the Confederate government, which was set up for the distinctly avowed purpose of holding in eternal slavery their brethren and kindred. They answered that they had not dared to refuse, that they had hoped, by serving the Confederates, to advance a little nearer in equality with whites, and that they longed to throw the weight of their class into the scale of the Union.
Darth
And
Maul's
only as an
arrived.
opportunity
Be
to show
careful,
their
brothers.
devotion to the cause with which their own
So the
fears
good
felt were
news, we
identified.
have an
The general
ATTE
took them
and
at their
help is
word.
on the way.
though General Butler
The
took
bad
his guys
news
at
is
their
the
word,
Geonosians
he
told the
probably
droids what we're
should.
up to.
The mixed race
They're unloading more
people of
clankers from a
New
couple of
Orleans
hostile
had always viewed
transports.
themselves as
If you
superior
don't destroy
to and
those,
distinct
the
from
droids will march
slaves
right into the
and
factory.
blacks. So it's very likely that David was telling Butler what he wanted to hear. These guys left no written records of
Destroy those
so their
transports
motivations
and
will
fast.
probably always remain a mystery. But historical context can give us some clues. New Orleans was the wealthiest and most strategically important city in the entire South. And the Confederate
Standard
government
fire's
had
not gonna cut it.
delegated
We've got to soften the ships up.
resources
Try to get
and
creative with the
city
ATTE's
else
heavy
defended.
cannon.
Though General Lovell would be blamed for basically allowing the invasion to capture the city, realistically, there was nothing that could have done to stop it. And after the occupation, even diehard secessionists had lost all hope that the same stand would fly over the Crescent City ever again. Faced with this hard truth, the men of the 1st Louisiana may have realized that it was this fucking thing that they had any way to maintain their privileged state status. That may be true for that one regiment. But have you explained the photographs and records of blacks in the Confederate Army? don't that prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that the army of our great and glorious Confederate states was as diverse as a college admissions photo? For instance, here we see Sergeant Andrew Chandler of the 44th Mississippi Infantry, together with his family servant Silas. As you can see, Silas is armed and wearing a uniform. And look at how closely the men are sitting, the legs are touching. How can you deny the existence of black Confederate soldiers when faced with this overwhelming evidence? Let's get one thing straight. Silas Chandler was a slave. Not a servant, a slave. That photograph was probably taken in August of 1861. Andrew Chandler, 17-year-old South Carolina, adjusted with the private and decided to take Silas with him to the war. The weapons they're holding are almost certainly Studebaker caps. It was common for young volunteers after enlisting to have, like, tough guy photos taken. It was also common for plantation owners to take a slave or two with them to war. Many of those slaves were just as they found in the Mexican War. But you are right about one thing, John. Their pose is unusual. Most soldiers who are photographed with their camp slaves place themselves in positions of unquestionable dominance. This one definitely feels more like question. Exactly. This is because they were the best of friends. Silas was free to travel from plantation in Mississippi to Chattanooga. Andrew wrote home on the 31st of August, 1862, that the Federals might take Silas. I'm grateful to our mother's grave. Don't let them take Silas. Be sure to write when Silas gets home. Andrew was severely wounded at the bank of Sycamore. The doctors were prepared to put his leg, but Silas refused to allow them to perform the operation. Instead, he took a piece of gold to buy whiskey, which he used to buy a bottle of whiskey to bribe the surgeons for Andrew's relief. He carried his master on his back and loaded him onto a boxcar bound for Atlanta and better medical care. The two remained friends for the Well, that's bullshit, but it is true that after Andrew was injured at Chickamauga, Silas helped him get back to the family farm. Because he loved him. He may have. We don't know for a fact it's true. But I think a much more likely explanation would be Silas's love for his own wife and newborn son, who were enslaved back in the
Where's luck?
When you
The
have to
Republican
face
advance
with
team
your
is
family,
flying in more
then
HTEs.
you do what your
There's
master
only a handful
says.
though, so don't
He
wait.
says, come to war with me, you go.
We need to do a better job of disrupting those defenses.
For a photo with me, you do it. If Silas had come home without Andrew, or God forbid, escaped the Yankees, who knows what would have happened. We have basically no wartime records written by the slaves themselves. So everything we know about them is still
They lost their shields.
even though
The transport's heading. Don't stop now.
Any source reveals were downright
Their shields are back in place again.
Camp slaves ran away all the time, especially when the Confederate Army was under territory or operating in close proximity to the United States forces. In the summer of 1864, during Jubilee's raid of Pennsylvania,
Now, they're
the slaves
unprotected.
of one particular army
Who's that leading the droids? Can't quite
Must have
see.
been cast away or forcibly detained by some.
That's a
As he
sight.
had always been found.
So good, I want to see it again.
like they were encouraged, but the slaves may have just been trained in different methods, biding his time, waiting for an opportunity to get the fuck out of it. Don't be raising the conversation. Don't deny it. But I'm saying that there
It's
were
working.
also black
Don't let up on the transport.
extraordinary claims that required
Hurry. The shields will be back up any second.
Mainly the men were photographs, black rebels, and
Transport
veterans
attack
against
underway.
the wall. We even have one over there.
Lead out. Nobody ever accused clones of being subtle.
The existence of black Confederates. Pension applications make it very clear that these former camp slaves were not considered with lines like
Lost to Yoda's here.
regiment in which your own black men and Confederate veterans were also
The Republic's open for business, boys.
Come on! You can't weasel your way out of this one. Do you not believe the sensible and true about to your own eyes? If we Confederates love racism so much, why did we invite these black men to the war? Why did we adore them in favors and honors?
It's your show,
right there
troopers.
in black and
Kill
white.
the LZ for our gun
Johnny
crews.
experience. you're so knowledgeable about this war. I ought to be. I thought you and your fellow lost causers could rattle off the entire order of battle and look out now. You could tell me exactly.
Unidentified enemy! That's no droid!
You know the number of moonballs that you put into a standard issue cover.
Tank deployed. Watch your hit.
How unbelievably ignorant you are of all of Southern history, outside of those 4 little years of rebellion. We're all surprised that former camp slaves were welcomed and honored as Confederate veterans, especially from the 1920s. It was the height of Jim Crow, and an important justification for segregation was that black people were being oppressed for their own good. Unlike the lost cause movement today, which tries to paint the Confederacy as some sort of egalitarian paradise, the lost cause myth of the early 20th century
We lost the HTE.
that blacks have been better off. The best hope for black Americans going forward was then to defer.
Another walker.
During World War I, black
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like this.
And saw firsthand that a segregated society was possible. Consequently, upon returning home, they aggressively fought for their rights. Many white Southerners fought back, both with violence and propaganda. Not every black Southerner was quite so radical. In fact, their politics were pretty divided along generations long. Younger black people were avowed advocates. Older black people, including many former slaves, were content not to rock the boat. Their deference gave the right of the exact ammunition needed to counter the nationalistic narrative. So when former camp slaves appeared as Confederate veterans, they were placed 20% and real examples of well-being blacks. Speaking of Texas, the 1921 article of the Confederate Veteran magazine noted that an appropriation of Tennessee to the maps of Texas, they only go to all the masters to serve them. Now, the other states, sample made the provision for their own people's loyalty under the Southern.
They took out the
Many of
walker.
these black men also wanted to lay claim to the sense of martial fight.
Flying in another HTE.
No.
We've got droids pulling back to the other core ships. This is going down soon. Darth Maul is here. Stay focused. The walkers are gone.
Is that really you? It's a Christmas miracle.
Yes, it's me. But I wasn't really born on Christmas. It's a violent day
Eyes
to come,
up. Walker's
and
coming
everyone
down.
who celebrates it is going to hell.
This is my day to be with you all. It's so come to you with your heart.
Come to answer your prayers. It is a book of
Lock the
time and
LZ
swords
down.
to counter
Not a Roger from the lot of them.
Now go, my son. Go over to the conflict. And remember, Catholics and Quakers worship the devil and should be killed.
I'll remember, Lord.
You are wise and strong, and I am very proud of you. Goodbye.
Early 20th century popular image of the Confederacy. This guy has no idea what he is talking about. There were black Confederates. They know they weren't just cooks or campmen. On most accounts I've read, they were racist. Sources. First, on account by Dr. Lewis Stein, the inspector of the U.S. Sanitary. He was diving in the South Southern our brave boys.
This morning, the rebel army began to out. Liberal calculation.
Separatist leader is on the ground.
4,000 men. 3,000. Most of the Negroes had arms, rifles, muskets, sabers, bowie knives, dirks, etc. They were supplied, in many instances, with knapsacks, haversacks, canteens,
Proceeded to
etc.
scatter droid parts all over the nice clean LZ.
Steiner was right. slaves were an integral portion.
Pull those triggers till your fingers are ready to
Here
fall.
are camp slaves performing carrying their master's weapons, equipment on a long march.
Next, an account from one of Badan's sharpshooters who saw a black Confederate at the siege of Yorktown, Virginia.
For considerable time during the siege, the enemy had a lethal rifle kept up close fire on them.
Those crews are landing. Wipe out the rest of the droids.
More or less annoyance by its on one occasion, while at the
It's not every day you stop an army and destroy a droid factory.
Even if they correctly identified these sources as black.
Artillery!
There's
Fire
distance
and
that we're
ready!
talking about is what they did. It still wouldn't prove the existence of black Confederate soldiers. All it would demonstrate is that some camp slaves picked up their rifles and shot at them, which is entirely believable.